As the director for the International Fund for Animal Welfare, I spend most of my time in the office or down in Westminster trying to get politicians to change the way that they have policies about animal welfare. But today, I'm very pleased to say I'm out and about. I'm at the Fox Project, which is a project we've been very proud to fund for many years now. We're in Royal Tunbridge Wells, and we're about to go in and see the great work that they do. Hello, are you Lucy?
Hi, nice
Lucy.
to meet you.
I'm Robbie from IFAW.
Robbie, nice
Very
to meet
good
you.
to
Come
meet
on
you.
in.
Thank you very much. This looks amazing.
Yeah, this is the Fox Project.
How did they find their way into the unit, to the project?
Of two ways. Body was a cage trap, so basically this lady actually phoned up and said, I'm concerned, I've got a fox in the back garden.
Yep.
This was actually a cub, so it's more severe when they're young because it's harder for them to fight off. But she obviously phoned up, we took her details, we realised that this particular cub was very unwell but still really mobile. We wouldn't stand a chance of catching manually. So we basically dropped a cage trap off with her, showed her how to set it up.
She did it.
Yeah, she did it manually.
And Buddy has mange, which must be fairly common?
Yes, I would say the two most sort of common things that we have in are road traffic accidents and mange.
So Duncan's a bit of a mystery.
Yes, so
And
that's sort of
Buddy, although Buddy looks like in a really sad way, he's a known quantity because he's got mange and you've got experience about how to deal with that.
We know specifically what it is, we know how to treat it. And because it's a cub as well, we're also giving a course of wormer, because that will help him along the way. So it's a lot easier when you know it's something quite distinctive. Or if somebody phones up and says, I've seen a fox hit by a car, you know what you're doing.
And is that what happened to Zebedee? You got called from a vet?
Yeah, a lot of people will find a fox or see a fox that's been hit by a car and automatically phone the vet. And if they are in a very collapsed state, whether it's a cub or maybe even an adult, they'll maybe carry them straight to the vet.
So it's Libby, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long have you been here doing your work experience?
2 weeks.
And how's it been?
Amazing. Like the best experience of my life, really.
Wow. And then, when they're released back into the wild, how does that work?
Basically, a fox has to go back, an adult fox has to go back to the exact location where we found it. So someone's back garden, in the field, wherever. A lot of the time people say, will he remember where he is? And as soon as you open that cage, it's like a pathway worn in that grass or a hole in that hedge line, and they're off. They know exactly where they are. So releases are definitely the favourite part of the day, because you know that you've done it. So this is basically the area that we cover, this highlighted area here. We're down this area here. So as you can see, it is quite a wide area that we cover. The good thing is we have volunteer rescuers in certain areas such as here, here and here. So obviously if
you get a report from here, you call them, they'll pick them up and bring them here.
Or if we're local, we'll meet them, we'll do a swap and then we'll bring them back down again.
Oh, what a fantastic plaque!
I know.
How did that get there?
Have you heard of IFAW? Yeah, that's true.
I don't really want to get all the way down to Frankfurt and then the tyre goes flat and I haven't got any way to get home.
have you because of this sad
Yeah,
group, but
because-
you usually have quite a few, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean every few weeks you get another group,
Yeah.
and then they just rotate them round, don't they? So,
And who provides the pen?
oh, the Fox Project.
Right. Yeah. So they go around saying, "Would you like to have a pen for the foxes?"
Yes,
And
basically.
you say, "Oh,
Yes, I
go on then."
would. Yes.
What does that mean?
Up to you, Libby. Do you want to come in here? Hello, Roxy. Right, who's...
There's one in the tube.
Oh, it's the one in the tube.
Yeah.
Is it the one with it? It must be the one without the eye. Oh, who's gone in there then?
No, two eyes. Two eyes.
Oh, I think the one in there is Bum.
So this is little Bun. He had his eye removed. He basically had a bad infection behind his eye, causing his eye to really swell up. So he needed that removed.
Right. Oh, Mike.
He's a handsome
You're
boy.
eating your jam tarts this morning, yeah? Hey, and Swiss roll.
Nothing but the best,
Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
Oh, bless him.
So there's a poorly fox that a police officer has chased away. Okay. I suggest, unfortunately, we don't cover the Peckham area, I'm afraid, so I'm going to suggest calling the RSPCA. See what I mean? There's so much like stimulation going on. It's great. Including the squeaky toys. And the little hideaway bedroom that's in there. These guys have put the links, as you can see, they're on the website, which is...
We'll get a good shot of the one that's facing out.
Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. I hope that hasn't disrupted your day too
not
much.
at all.
So that was very interesting to see, and I believe they were hand reared.
Yeah, nearly all of them were hand-reared, so maybe just a couple of weeks old, very dependent on the bottle, still blind and deaf. And a lot of people would think, because they're bottle-fed, that they obviously would appear to be tame and used to human contact. But as you just saw then, the fact that they were absolutely petrified of us, trying to hide, trying to jump away, it just shows with the right people, the right team of volunteers, that you can do the right thing and they can be wild and live a completely wild life.
Lucy, what should people do if they see a fox when they're out for a walk?
I think the best thing to do is to actually assess the situation and see what's going on. It could be a possibility if you've actually caught a fox off guard and he's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So usually we would suggest actually approaching the fox and seeing his response. If he charges off like a rocket, you know that he's absolutely fine. If he lingers around, he's a bit slow, at that stage you can then sort of monitor to see what's actually going on, if there's any wounds or anything like that. If you are concerned, obviously contact your local wildlife rescue, contact the RSPCA. I would say that's the best bet.
Fine, thank you. Well, I've been blown away. I've seen such an amount of amazing work. I've seen the dedication of Lucy and Libby and their commitment, and I've seen these fantastic people who are fostering foxes around the countryside here, and their level of commitment and determination to be a good force for foxes, and they're fantastic. I think the work they do is brilliant, and I'm so pleased that the International Fund for Animal Welfare is funding their work. My only regret is that we didn't actually get to see any foxes being released back into the wild. That's going to happen late at night, it'll be dark, and I didn't really want us to be there. That's a very precious moment for both Lucy and the team and for the foxes themselves. But I would love to come back in the future and see the project again, and perhaps, if it were possible, to do that.